And welcome back, everyone, to the last video of the day. God, 6 videos in one day. I can't remember last time I did more than, like, say, 3 videos in a row. It's been a while. Once in a while, I do have to play a major catch-up. Oh, man, this is a bit taxing. But last but not least, we have from Forbidden Super, we have What If Good Buu had beaten the Evil Buu? Now, you'll notice why I have this image here, because A, when Evil Buu consumed Good Buu, he turned into Super Buu, which was pretty much almost pure evil with a minor bit of Good Buu still in there, which is why he didn't hurt Satan or B. But beyond that, he pretty much was able to garner all the power he had as both Good Buu and Evil Buu and multiply that to a certain degree. And he had the intelligence of, well, he was a much more intelligent individual. But if you were to reverse that, okay, so let's talk about the scenario. Boo's candy bean comes, Evil Buu comes and just blows it back. Buu then throws blows it back with his own breath and maybe hits Evil Buu and turns into candy. Boo's like, you go bye bye now, and he powers up. And instead of turning into the evil Super Buu again, which by the way, why did Super Boo's vest and cape go away? Anyone know that? Because I mean, Super Buu looks, at least base Super Buu, looks more like Kid Buu does than Fat Buu or Evil Buu. I don't know, but let's just say this, because this basically is Super Boo's body with some minor adjustments. Like the proportions are a little bit more in proportion to a normal human body, just on Fat Boo's body. So Buu is like, ooh, ooh. Buu, are you okay? So, Buu, Buu is better than okay, Satan. Buu is wonderful. It's like, whoa, your diction's gotten a lot better. Indeed, Satan. Buu's been ever felt better. It's like, B. So Good Buu won the fight, and therefore he's the one in command. He's the one who overpowered the evil. Now, we should know the evil is still there, because even in Good Buu, one of the things Satan told him is don't lose your temper, because that could happen again, theoretically. And so, Buu theoretically the evil could still be there. However, now the Z Fighters are a little up in the air what to do. Like, Piccolo is still, Piccolo's watching this whole thing, is like, his power's unreal, but he's not trying to do anything. What's going on here? Ultimately, Gotenks and Gohan would be allowed to finish their training in peace, and therefore they ultimately show up and say, all right, let's do this. It's like, hold on, guys. There's been some developments. It seems, it's like, wait, what are you talking about? He explains how the Buu split into 2 versions. One was more powerful and could sense the evil, where the other seemed to be good, and the Good Buu won out. Buu is still down on the earth, and Mr. Satan right now is keeping him in check. It's like, wait, so what are you saying? It's like, I'm saying, it's like, yeah, it's like, what are you saying there, Hercule? Or Piccolo. So it's like, well, you're saying we're not even going to get Kraken? I'm not saying that. He might still be a threat. We have to assess. You and me are going down there right now. And so Piccolo and Goten show up. It's like, and it's like, it's you guys. What can we do for you? It's like, Satan, I've come to speak with Majin Buu. It's like, well, you talk to Buu? I was like, you want to talk to Buu? Buu's right here. What do you want? It's like, I need to ask you something. We've been watching you. We've been seeing everything you've done, the bad and the good. So I want to ask you a direct question right now. What are your intentions? My intentions? What exactly do you want to do? Buu want to be happy with his friends and his dog. Buu want just to be happy. It's like, seriously, you don't want to conquer the world or fight? It's like, Buu wouldn't mind fighting strong guy if he was around. That'd be fun, like the other guy. Yeah, see, he wants to fight. If I could give you a strong fighter, will you spare the Earth? It's like, Boo don't really want to destroy Earth no more. Boo realized that was. Boo realized Mr. Satan told Boo that to kill people is a bad thing. Because that's what happens. Is to kill people a bad thing? Yeah, I remember that. It was very adorable on Boo's part to say something like that, and in that way. So, yeah, it's like, all right, Goten, you guys, Goten, Trunks, you're up. Just try not to kill him. I think we might be able to salvage this. Fine, you want to go? Fine, we owe you anyway for that first little debacle. And he just, they crack the fist. Transfer and say, oh, Boo remember you. All right, then let's go. And they clash. And because Boo has the strength of Super Boo, yeah, Gotenks is powerful, but he wasn't beating Super Boo even with Super Saiyan. He had to go Super Saiyan 3 to beat him. And so, yeah, well, this is not all the power we have. Let's show you something new. Powers up the Super Saiyan thing. Wow! And, they clash. And, oh, Boo, yeah, he's strong. He really is strong. But your time ran out. Boo win! So, oh, no. He's going to say, oh, that was fun. Let's play it again sometime. It's like, wait, what? It's like, Boo said that was fun. We should play again. And so the day is saved because Boo isn't bad anymore. Now this begs two really big questions. Gohan will be brought back, obviously. Does Goku come back? Because Goku had to come back to help save the day. Old Kai offered his life, gave it back to Goku, and Goku was able to come back, fuse with Vegeta, all that. Furthermore, does Vegeta come back? I would imagine Vegeta can come back, because they can wish him back with the Dragon Balls. But Goku, I will say this. I think they ultimately make the choice to bring Goku back. Because it's kind of imperative that he does come back. Not just for the story of Super and all that, but also for, like, the Earth in general. Yes, Buu is there, but Buu, they need to keep an eye on Buu, and they need all the impressive fighters they can have. So Gohan comes back, Goku comes back, everyone else is fine. So what happens here? Well, unfortunately, the Battle of Gods would go probably about the same. Goku probably would challenge Buu occasionally to a fight, and they would have so he'd be using him for training, and that would boost his strength up a bit. But Beerus would still mop the floor with Buu. Like, there's no argument there. He would still mop the floor with Buu. So that doesn't change anything. Buu would still not pass the written exam for the Universe 6 arc. He played no real relevance in the Goku Black arc. And I think Buu shows up for... Now, so really we would go all the way to the Tournament of Power here. Now, Buu fell asleep before the tournament happened, and they had to go get Frieza. Would that happen here? I think yes. Because even though Buu maintains his body, he does. Because he wants to practice to get stronger and train, I think that tires him out, and therefore he still falls asleep. So I think that, yeah, I do realistically think that would still happen. Now, if you want to play devil's advocate, and we keep this going for a little bit, let's say they are smart and Vegeta doesn't blow up the hyperbolic time chamber, and they just throw Buu in there for the equivalent of a month so he wakes up. Well, then now he can still use Buu in the Tournament of Power instead of Frieza. And as a lot of people pointed out, Buu in the Tournament of Power kind of breaks Team 7. And I don't mean breaks them in the sense that they're screwed. I mean breaks it in the sense that it's a cracked team. Because Buu is magic-based. And therefore he can turn people into candy and just throw them out of the ring. He can heal people immediately, which means Zenkai, 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 assuming they can still get them. I think Toriyama once said they actually are capped at this point in terms of Zenkais. But maybe they're not. But even still, quick recovery, Goku, after the battle with Jiren, just Buu shows up, Boo! And just, thanks, Buu! Ha-ha! Like, he would immediately go toe-to-toe with Kale and Caulifla, no problem. So that tells me, A, first off, it makes the team cracked. He can stretch his limbs and grab someone, save him from falling off the ring. He is impervious to physical damage pretty much, unless you're going up against someone like a Jiren or level of power like that, or a God Destruction. But he can't die by normal means. This, A, is going to be a boon for Team 7 early on in the Tournament of Power. I would even go so far as to say Goku gets healed by Buu the first time. And when they see that he can do that, they target his ass hard. Buu is prime enemy number 1. Now, Buu probably will also even knock out a bunch of fighters from other universes, probably disrupting strategies, not turning them into candy and making them fall out of the ring. And the Zenner's like, I like Buu. Buu's fun. He turns people into candy. It's like, is he going to eat them? No, that'd be against the rules. Buu was just doing it to knock them out, and there's nothing wrong with that. And it would be Jiren that straight out punks Buu. Like, just straight, because Jiren was, at that point, the strongest guy in the tournament, bar none. So I do believe he would just come in, and they would probably clash for a little bit, but Buu's strength, sadly, is just not on par with Jiren's. It's not even close. So, yeah, even though Buu might try to throw some magic his way, Jiren, through sheer energy, like just that eye blast thing he does, would blow back, and then you two turn Buu into candy. That would be funny. That this time around they turn him into candy, and he just tosses him out. And luckily, there's some magical shenanigans that bring him back. Oh. So, this now raises a big question. Without Buu there, your Frieza stand-in, how does the rest of the tournament go? Well, I think one of the things up until this point that Buu has been able to do is also prevent people from falling out of the ring. Like, Krillin is not Krillin, Roshi, and well, maybe Roshi, just because of how his fight went. But Krillin and Tien and Piccolo, not knocked out of the tournament at this point. Which means Team 7 gets to go on harder and longer for Diego. Also, like I said, a couple extra team members have been knocked out from other teams, including maybe Team 4, which is the Tech Universe, or was that Team 3? No, that was Team 3, sorry. Maybe an extra member of Team 4. So some strategies have been thrown out the window. Like, there's no Ani Raza at this point. Yeah, I still think you would see the elimination of 18 and Piccolo, but you would still have, I think maybe Krillin would be very adamant about not getting knocked out if you can help it. Tien probably Tien, I didn't later phrase it. You'd probably see the later exiting of Krillin and Tien over, say, Piccolo and 18. 18 still gets knocked out by Ribrianne, but you would leave you with Piccolo, Gohan, Goku, Vegeta, and 17. That's a good team. It's not quite as good as, say, one with Frieza on there, but that's still a good team. Piccolo's an honorable fighter, which means you're not going to have the whole situation with Toppo. Toppo's just going to get knocked out. And I think and Piccolo's going to stress Gohan staying in more here. Furthermore, I should note that Kaba would be knocked out later than he was because it was Frieza who knocked his ass out. Long and short of it, I think you would still reach the conclusion you get to with Goku 17, and I think maybe Gohan here, teaming up and taking down Jiren ultimately. This would lead us into Dragon Ball Super Broly. Buu won't really play a big factor here, I don't think. And Dragon Ball Super Superhero, which, again, Buu didn't play a factor in that either, and that's the movie, so I don't see him playing a big factor here either. So if Buu had beaten Kid Buu, I mean, the biggest change would be the Buu saga pretty much comes to an end. Granted, you would still, the threat or fear of Buu might still linger for a bit, but ultimately I think it would end. It's really just the impact he theoretically would have on the rest of the series, and it wouldn't be that much just because of Boo's attitude and behavior. Now, mind you, I don't think he'd participate in the tournament. I still think he'd fall asleep, but hypothetically, if he did, there's a big target on his back. Once the range of his abilities really gets shown off, there's a huge target on his back. Ultimately, though, that's just my take. Let me know what you think. Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you next time. Later.